Hello students, today we will learn to make a diagram of human brain in a playway method. So first of all, we will make a structure like semicircle. Simple semicircle is to be drawn first of all. After that, we will make a kite-like structure in between it. And this kite should have a tail with it. Now, over this kite, we will make a roof, a shelter to our kite. And then we will make outline boundary to this whole structure. And then we will make one small wavy structure. After that, we will be making a big wavy structure, then a small curve, then the bigger one, and we'll make a long tail. Similar is to be done from the other side. See, one wavy structure, then one more wavy. Now look here, अब यहाँ थोड़ा सा distance देके we will make a branch like structure जैसे हम छोटी classes में बनाते थे tree. Similarly, that is to be made here. After making such branches, we will make a leafy structure. Now, what is this leafy structure? This is cerebellum. We will be making outlining to this leafy structure. And then shading that part. Now, after completing this much, we will make again the tail to come down. Now comes the next part and the biggest part of the brain. So from here, the wavy structures which we have made, we will make cloudy structure within this semicircle. And it has to be connected till here. Now within this wavy cloudy structure, we are going to make some Y's, and Y's are to be made straight, slanting, just Y for yak. After making such, we will be connecting few wires with the grooves. Actually, what is this Y? They are making the infoldings of the brain. Our brain is having many infoldings. So, we will be making such structures by making these outgrowths. Then, our brain is provided with number of membranes. There are 3 membranes. In your 10th standard students, you are not supposed to write the name, these membranes name. Otherwise, they are pia mater, dura mater, arachnoid. But in 10th standard, you must know just that 3 layers are present around these brain. And after these 3 layers, there is a skull, bony skull, जो हड्डी का ढांचा जो हम कहते हैं ना खोपड़ी, that is also present over it. Now here comes last one, the skull, which we call. And this is provided with sinus also. The last area we must make outgrowth, and this is a sinus. Here we are done. Now comes the last part, the labeling. So we will be starting with the last point, which is spinal cord. Now comes to this area. First we are going to label this leafy structure, then this outgrowth and the upper outgrowth. Clear? So first of all, this leafy structure is known as cerebellum. Cerebellum. Thereafter comes this outgrowth, which will be called as pons. Then the second bigger outgrowth is called as medulla. And students, these all three, cerebellum, pons and medulla, they all are collectively known as, they are the hind brain. Now comes the upper part, this kite जो हमने starting में पहली चीज बनाई थी. Here we are going to label it as a midbrain. This is hindbrain, this is midbrain. Now comes the largest part of the brain. This one is known as cerebrum. The cloudy part we call as cerebrum. Okay, students, don't get confused. This is cerebrum. This one leafy structure is known as cerebellum. Both are having different functions. Clear? So this cerebrum, which is the largest, it is responsible for memory, learning and thinking. So all the receptors of sense organs are also present in this area, which is the largest part, cerebrum. Now we will be marking here the forebrain, the largest part. Then comes this part of your kite, which is coming protruding out. We'll be labeling it as hypothalamus. Now comes this outgrowth, the next one within. After this touching the kite part, here we will be marking as pituitary gland. This is a master gland as it controls 7 glands. Now the last here, the outer layer, which is the bony skull. This is known as skull, or we can also name it as cranium. In Hindi we call it as khopdi. Okay. So this is what? Cranium. So here we are done with full labeling, full drawing. Happy learning. Goodbye.